Today I'm going to show you guys how to handle a cage aggressive, cage defensive snake. So a couple tools I'll be using when handling aggressive snake or cage defensive snake is a snake hook. Just to let them know it's not feeding time. You just give them a little tap on the head, a little rub on the head, just to shut off their food response. After you do that, you know, I would be wearing a thinner glove on my left hand, just so you know you can do it. If you want to get bit, it's fine, you know, but I don't like to get bit too often. This is for somebody that doesn't want to, it's scared to get bit or whatever. So I just wear these gloves because I have a snake that consistently bites. So I'll be wearing this glove on my left hand, which is my hand that's not really looking too good. And then on my right hand, I'll usually use a thicker glove and let the more aggressive snake. Normally, I only use this bigger glove for like my retic. For a snake that really likes to bite a lot, I let it get out its anger on just biting the glove, and then once it knows it won't do nothing to you, you're not harming the snake, then it normally stops biting. And so another tool I do use is this snake grabber right here. I try not to use this too often. I just use it if the snake's, you know, too far from me and it's getting to an area where I don't want it to be. I'll usually grab this and go ahead and gently pull away the snake from where it's going. So with ball pythons, they're a little bit more easier to grab. You're not really gonna find too much of an aggressive ball python, but it's still good to practice hook training it by just gently touching the top of its head. You can see, and honestly with ball pythons, you can even just use your hand to cover a top and then pull away. And at this time, once you see it's a little head shy, then you could pull out your snake and go ahead and handle it from there. But practicing hook training is the most important thing. Just a little rub on the head and then go ahead and pull out your snake. Hook training is number one. And what you could also use is a paper towel roll. Paper towel roll is a good thing if a snake is being defensive and biting. It gives us something soft to go ahead and bite. But just give them a slow, soft touch, and that's good enough. You don't need to rub the snake too hard or anything like that. And then the snake, you can tell it's, you know, running away from you and no longer being defensive. Then you can go ahead and grab it. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you with a more defensive, more aggressive snake. So here I have my African rock python, who I showed in a previous video. These snakes are known to be notoriously aggressive and defensive snakes. I've been working on this snake since I got it. It's been about 3-4 months now, and she's growing to be a really nice. So I'm going to show you guys with a paper towel roll on just how to hook tap, and then go ahead and when it's the right time to go ahead and grab your snake. And anytime you go in and grab a snake, you want to go from the underside and grab your snake on the underside. And she's still a little bit defensive. She's a little bit unsure. But yeah, with just a little bit of handling, you could tame out a snake very easily. Just remember, when anytime you reach in for a snake, it's underhand. Okay, now I'm going to show you guys trying to hook out my reticulated python that's a little bit more cage defensive, a little bit more cage aggressive. So with my reticulated python, what I normally do is I'll pull her out and I'll put her in a separate container due to how cage defensive, how cage aggressive she is. She is a little squirmy, so just due to my disability, I find it easy to put her into a container where I could easily manage her. But as you can tell, her colors are really looking nice right now. I'll try showing you guys the tap training with her, but normally she, you know, she's a little bit cage defensive because she's the F1 retic. And let's see, hey girl, it's okay. Yeah, as you can tell, she's a little bit not wanting to be held right now. So this is why with a snake like this, you want to handle more regularly. As a baby, so that's why we need to handle our snakes at a young age. We don't want to end up with an adult snake that's cage defensive. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pull her out and put her in a container, and then I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what I do from there and the process of how I get to handle her without biting. So what I do is I'm gonna use my hook right now to take her out and put her into this container where I can easily manage her. And she may start to poop and pee and musk when I'm trying to take her out. So I'll slowly pull her out when she's getting on the run. I'll let her tag my hand a little bit. As you can tell, she's a little bit more still defensive. She's not ready to be handled. So I'll let her calm down a little bit, let her get used to my hands. And when handling a snake, you want to at least handle them, you know, short in the beginning. So do like 5 to 10 minute sessions in the beginning and gradually go up. So right now I'm usually doing from 20 to 30 minute sessions, like at least 3 to 4 times a week. And normally after she calms down, she'll let me handle her after a few minutes. Yeah, if you have to wear protective gear like this, you could go ahead. There's no, you know, nothing bad about wearing protective gear when handling snakes. Because this snake will bite me at least 20 times before letting her grab her without the gloves. And I think it's actually better on her teeth that they don't get stuck in my hands. So what I'll do is I'll try to make her move a little bit more. And hopefully slowly she'll start to ease up. It's gonna be time. Time is everything with these snakes, especially at F1 retic. And literally with this other glove on my left hand, if she bit me, I would honestly still probably feel it. I just feel like it's easier on her. So what I'm gonna do is try to, anytime she tries to anchor down, I try to unanchor her, and now you can tell she's getting a little bit more comfortable. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take off my glove, and then hopefully she'll let me handle her without the glove now. And anytime she tries to anchor down, I try to unanchor her. So right now you can tell she's a little bit more easygoing and not striking as much as she once was. So it's just time with everything with these snakes. Literally didn't use the glove for a few minutes. So now I could probably even take out the left hand glove. And you can tell she's taming out very well, but she's really just defensive towards when she sees somebody hovering over her. Snakes are just really, snakes are not meant out to be aggressive animals. They're just trying to defend themselves. You got to think about in the wild, a snake could die by humans, by other animals. Baby snakes are food for a lot of animals in the wild, so that's why they're being very defensive at this age. And when having a defensive aggressive snake, you want to make sure you handle it as much as possible. Yeah, just gotta put time to these animals. And you can tell she's letting me hold her a little bit more now. She may musk on me a few times or something, but that's a part of taming out these snakes. Yeah, not all snakes will musk on you though. Retics are known for doing that at a young age. So what it is, you just want to be more confident when you grab your snakes. If you're not confident, the snake's gonna feel a little bit defensive about you. And once you get the snake out, they'll tend to calm down, and you want to handle your snake at least, at least 3 to 4 times a week if possible. You don't want to do too long, could stress them out. Just 20-30 minutes a day is fine. Even in the beginning, start off at 5 to 10 minutes. So yeah, just go make sure you hold your snakes at a younger age though, most important. Alright, thank you guys for watching my video on how to handle a cage defensive, cage aggressive snake.